In the world of tech, few companies have been as influential, as innovative as Apple. This giant was born in the year 1976, a product of the vision and determination of three men: Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Their first creation was the Apple I, a pioneering step in the realm of personal computing. But the journey wasn't smooth sailing from the start. Apple faced its fair share of struggles and obstacles. The early years were marked by financial instability and the challenge of breaking into a market dominated by tech powerhouses. Yet, these struggles did not deter the trio. They held on to their vision, their belief in the potential of what they had created. The Apple I was just the beginning, the first step in a journey that would revolutionize the tech industry. In its early years, Apple was just a seed, but it was a seed that held immense potential. And that potential would soon be realized in ways that few could have imagined. The real breakthrough came in 1977 with the introduction of the Apple II. This wasn't just another computer on the market. No, the Apple II was a revolution, a seismic shift in the personal computer industry. It was the first product of its kind to catch the public's imagination in a big way. With its user-friendly interface and appealing design, the Apple II was unlike anything else available at the time. It was not just for the tech-savvy, but for everyone. Teachers, students, businesses, they all found value in this groundbreaking device. Sales skyrocketed, propelling Apple into the spotlight. The success of the Apple II demonstrated to the world that computers could be more than just tools for scientists and engineers. They could be used by everyday people for everyday tasks. The Apple II was not just a product. It was a statement that Apple was here to stay. It set the stage for Apple's future growth and its relentless pursuit of innovation. Like any great story, Apple's journey was not without its share of trials and tribulations. The mid-'80s to early '90s was a tumultuous period for Apple. The year 1985 marked a significant setback when Steve Jobs, one of Apple's co-founders, left the company. His departure was a result of a power struggle within the company, creating a vacuum that Apple struggled to fill. Jobs was the visionary force behind Apple, and his absence was keenly felt. During this period, Apple launched several products that failed to make a significant impact. The Apple III, intended as a business computer, was plagued by design flaws and failed to compete with IBM's personal computer. Then came the Lisa, with a price tag of a whopping $10,000. It was far too expensive for the average consumer. Despite introducing groundbreaking technology like the graphical user interface, Lisa was a commercial failure. The '90s saw Apple trying to regain its footing with the launch of the Newton Message Pad. This handheld device was an early precursor to the smartphones we know today. Yet despite its innovative design, the Newton was criticized for its high price and handwriting recognition problems. The product was eventually discontinued, adding to the list of Apple's unsuccessful ventures. Apple's struggles were not limited to product failures. The company also faced stiff competition from Microsoft, which was gaining ground quickly with its Windows operating system. Apple's market share dwindled, and the company was on the brink of bankruptcy. However, these setbacks did not deter Apple. The company continued to innovate, driven by its commitment to create user-friendly, design-oriented products. Apple's resilience during this period laid the groundwork for its future successes. The company's journey serves as a reminder that innovation often comes with its share of struggles. Even in the face of adversity, Apple never stopped innovating. In 1997, the prodigal son returned, and with him, he brought a wave of unprecedented innovation. That year marked the comeback of Steve Jobs to Apple, the company he co-founded and was ousted from a decade earlier. It was a pivotal moment in Apple's history, one that would redefine not just the company, but the entire tech industry. Jobs' return to Apple was nothing short of a corporate fairy tale. The company was on the brink of bankruptcy, struggling to stay afloat amidst stiff competition. However, Jobs didn't just bring with him a renewed focus on product design, but also a vision for a digitally integrated lifestyle that was far ahead of its time. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple introduced a series of groundbreaking products that would go on to become cultural icons. First, there was the iMac in 1998, a colorful and stylish all-in-one desktop that stood in stark contrast to the beige boxes that dominated the market at the time. It was more than just a computer. It was a statement of intent, a beacon of design and simplicity that set the tone for Apple's future direction. Next came the iPod in 2001, a portable music player that revolutionized the way we listen to music. It was a testament to Jobs' philosophy that technology should be not just functional, but also fun and easy to use. The iPod, with its click wheel and minimalist design, became an instant hit, turning Apple into a major player in the music industry. To complement the iPod, Apple launched iTunes in the same year, a digital media player that allowed users to buy, download, and organize their music. It was a game changer that disrupted the music industry, paving the way for the digital distribution of music and other forms of media. These innovations were just the beginning of Jobs' second stint at Apple, a period characterized by relentless innovation and growth. With Jobs at the helm, Apple was no longer just a company, it was a revolution. In the ensuing years, Apple would continue to innovate, setting new standards and pushing the boundaries of what was possible in technology. In 2007, Apple redefined what a phone could be. The launch of the first iPhone was a game changer, not just for Apple, but for the entire tech industry. It was a bold move that steered the course of technology towards a new horizon. No longer were phones just devices to make calls and send messages. They had become smart. They had become iPhones. The first iPhone was a marvel of engineering and design, a sleek and stylish device that boasted of a touch-sensitive screen, which was a novelty back then. It was more than just a phone. It was an iPod, a camera, and an internet communicator, all rolled into one. The iPhone set a new standard for what a phone could and should be. The success of the iPhone was staggering. People lined up outside stores, braving the cold, just to get their hands on this revolutionary device. It was not just a product, it was an experience. The iPhone was not just a device, it was a status symbol. It was not just a phone, it was an iPhone. Apple's innovation didn't stop with the first iPhone. Each subsequent model brought with it new features, new technologies, and new reasons for people to fall in love with it all over again. The App Store, which was introduced with the iPhone 3G, opened up a whole new world of possibilities, transforming the iPhone from a device into a platform. Over the years, the iPhone has continued to evolve, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. It has revolutionized the smartphone industry, setting new standards and inspiring other tech giants to follow suit. It has changed the way we communicate, the way we work, the way we play, and the way we live. The iPhone was more than a product. It was a phenomenon that revolutionized the tech industry, that changed the world, and that continues to inspire and innovate. The iPhone revolution was not just about a device, it was about a vision of a world where technology is not just a tool, but an extension of ourselves. A world where technology is not just functional, but beautiful. A world, as Steve Jobs would say, that thinks different. Even after the loss of its visionary leader, Apple continued to break barriers. The absence of Steve Jobs was a significant loss, but the torch was passed on to Tim Cook, a leader with a different style, but an equally strong commitment to innovation. Under Cook's leadership, Apple continued to redefine the landscape of technology. The post-Jobs era saw an expansion of Apple's product line. The Apple Watch, a stylish piece of wearable technology that combined health and fitness tracking with the ability to receive calls and messages, was introduced. It took the world by storm, redefining what a watch could be and setting new trends in the wearable tech industry. Around the same time, Apple also launched Apple Pay, a mobile payment and digital wallet service. It was a move that reflected Apple's vision of a cashless future, and it was met with widespread acceptance. Today, Apple Pay is used by millions around the globe, making everyday transactions simple and secure. And let's not forget the iPhone. Even after Jobs, the iPhone continued to evolve, each new model better than the last. It remained a symbol of Apple's commitment to pushing the boundaries of what a smartphone could be. With each iteration, Apple continued to set the standard for the rest of the industry. But it wasn't just about the products. Under Cook's leadership, Apple also made strides in sustainability, committing to becoming carbon neutral by 2030. This move demonstrated that Apple's vision extended beyond just tech, encompassing a broader commitment to the health of our planet. In a world that's constantly changing, Apple has shown that it's not just about keeping up. It's about forging ahead, about being the one to set the pace. The company's continued success in the post-Jobs era is a testament to this fact. And so, Apple's journey is a testament to the power of innovation and the vision of its leaders. From a startup in a garage to one of the world's most successful tech companies, Apple's story is a powerful reminder that with a clear vision and relentless innovation, success is not just possible, it's inevitable.